Battery 80%.
A lot of people.
Yeah. I'm going to shit on that.
Sam, we'll let you start the show. I don't really care enough anymore.
Come on, mate, you're in charge.
I mean, you can start. Like, I'm at the stage where I'm just doing this for fun now, so.
It's not like you ever got paid. Go on. Do a little introduction.
Oh, I have nothing wrote down, but fair enough. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome along. I don't even know what round this is, to be honest. I am, like, so unserious about this now that it's almost funny. But welcome along to round 7 of Season 4 of Turbo Racing League, and it is the British Grand Prix. We are past the halfway stage of the championship now, and there are only 6 races left before the last race of the championship. We are here live from Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. It is a sprint weekend, as has been informed to you. We have our qualifying session, we have our sprint race, and we have our race. 12-minute qualifying session to get us going for the weekend. 11 drivers in the lobby. I'm very glad to be joined by the Season 1 Tireless Racing League champion and Aston Martin team principal, Sam Rose. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm looking forward to this. Some good drivers out there today, so hopefully a good fight.
That's what we're all hoping for. 11 minutes 38 on the clock. We have movement down at the end of the pit lane. I believe that is from Alpine. It is. And Hecaron, the disgraced terrorist, will be making his way out onto the track first in this only qualifying session. Overcast conditions at Silverstone in the game, which is quite reminiscent of the actual weather in the United Kingdom at the moment.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Overly depressing. Quickly following him out is Luxie in the Mercedes. Sam, what does it take to win around Silverstone?
Takes good tire management, good qualifying for sure, and just making sure that it's a long race. Don't commit too much. Just stay in the fight the whole way through, and you'll get your chance.
You will indeed. Of course, the man that I am talking to tonight has been quite successful in the TRL. He's a legend of the league. Of course, announced his retirement a couple of weeks ago, but went out in that blazing fire of glory after winning the Monaco Grand Prix. Was that the perfect send-off for you, Sam?
Yeah, it was. It was nice to get one last win. I always knew I was gonna retire, but to get one win, yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
It's 15 seconds to go. Track racing's disconnected. I'm sure we'll be back in the foreseeable future. Hecaron, of course.
He is always disconnecting.
He is, yeah. He even mentioned in the McLaren server that he had problems connecting to the internet today, but hopefully that won't affect him for the rest of this race weekend. Hecaron, the known terrorist, the CIA's most wanted, MI6's most wanted, everyone's most wanted because he is a disgrace to humanity, is going to be starting first. A quick reminder of the championship standings though. Bottas does lead it by 3 points from Magnus Sheep. Theo is 23 points behind him in the McLaren, but here comes Hecaron coming down towards turn number 3, 7th gear, all the way down to third, 125 kilometers an hour. Big kick of oversteer, but has managed to keep the car on the track. And the same glitch from Season 2's British Grand Prix of a McLaren parking itself on the apex of turn 4, and Austria, right, has caught out Theo already as he thought it was a real car. Hecaron 28 flat, just about in the first sector, coming through Brooklands and now in towards Loughlin, third gear, taking a wide line and cutting back, using all the road and the exit off the track as he heads up towards Woodcote. Of course, back in 1973 there was that crazy first lap incident, and coming up towards Cobb's Corner, 7th gear, 300 kilometers an hour, takes it flat out but loses about 20 kilometers on entrance speed. Down towards Maggots and Beckett, 7th gear for the first and the second part, will shift down towards, he stays in 7th. That shows all I know. Let's go. 5th gear, middle sector split 1 in 3.779, heading down the Hanger Straight. Mats will pass PK in 87 to win the race. In front of the adoring British crowd, up towards Stowe, down to 5th gear, 223 kilometers an hour. Coming down towards the line is Hecaron now on the soft compound tyre, as you would expect in the Alpine. What can he do? The former title challenger back in Season 2, coming up towards the line, down the Hamilton Straight for the first time. 1 minute 27.433. Luxie coming towards the line of Mercedes. Can he go any quicker? The answer is no, he's a second and a bit off. Magnus Sheep is also up, and so is Mr. Business. Sam, take us through the end of the Aston Martin drivers up.
Mr. Business now. Coming to the final few corners. Make sure you keep it nice and tight. Get a good exit. And now steam to the line. Any battery left, use it now. Comes across the line. Goes P2.
Magnus Sheep coming through the final couple of corners now on towards the Hamilton Straight. This should be provisional pole for him, but instead it's not. And that's surprising for Magnus Sheep. Yellow flag coming down the Hanger Straight. Ashton goes quickest by a second.
1.1 seconds.
And he's retired. And he thinks he's done enough.
Ego retirement already.
Sebastian Vettel 2013 Singapore Grand Prix.
Wow.
The Irishman, the member
26.3.
of the IRA, well on the way to a dominant pole position as AMSOC 72 goes second for Alpine. Alpine with a great start this weekend, second and third so far.
Oh, Emil all out of shape.
Take us through his lap, Sam.
Long run down here. Enable the DRS. Don't use too much battery.
Okay,
Line yourself up nicely. This combination of corners. You get one corner wrong here, it could ruin the whole lap. A bit wide going in. And the car just complaining all the way through. Try and get a good exit. Slowly Oh, as he all out of shape through there. If I was him, I'd bail on that lap. But he decides to push on anyway. Coming to Cops now. Got to commit through here. I know it's the first lap, but every lap counting to qualifying in Silverstone. Nice on the limit through here. Now, Max and Beckett's coming up. Keep it nice and tidy. It's already been a scruffy lap, so he needs a good middle and last sector. Slightly better through there. Get on the power. DRS enabled. Now, the long run, all the way through. Not going to be a great lap time, but he is on the medium tyre. Keep it tidy. Combination of corners coming up now. Again, the car complaining a bit. On the power, to the line. Can't imagine this will be too competitive. Goes P6.
That's the end of the first run's 5 minutes 45 left in this qualifying session. Ashton with the ego retirement, as Sam quite well phrased it, I suppose. 1 minute 26.312 at the top of the timesheets. AMSOC 72 second. His teammate Hecker on third for Alpine. Theo is fourth for McLaren. Two kick Sabres, who are so dominant at the top of the timesheets. Fifth and sixth. Mr. Business seventh. Joshua eighth. Lucy ninth. Pete's amazing, and Track Racer is still yet to set laps. Track Racer currently stuck on turn 4 because he disconnected.
I can hear someone's mic in the background.
Not mine, anyway.
Whoever's not muted, mute yourself. I think this is going to be a fight for P2 now.
I don't see anyone getting near what Ashton said. Of course, he does have a sprint race and a main race to go through.
Okay, mate, our best lap so far, 1 minute
That's a mighty lap.
27.7.
Indeed it is. Bottas cutting them through all of Maggots and Beckett's, trying to get back to the pits.
That McLaren's still there.
See what the issue with Track Racers.
If he joins back, what happens? Does he just stay stuck?
Probably, yeah. Track Racer says he is stuck in the middle of the track and he can't take control, whether that's down to connection issues or he's
We might just have to
rejoined.
wait till the sprint.
Exactly. He will be starting last because Pete's amazing. Is on a flying lap in the Williams.
Teammate on the second row. McLaren got a 1-2 last time out, I think.
Did. McLaren's rise to prominence and indeed to premature glory has been, I think, quite well documented because they've struggled for so long, Sam. If you can remember,
Yeah.
even back to the tireless days.
Never were competitive.
No.
But under the new ownership, under the new leadership, they seem a different team. And it's nice to see.
Of course, your only representative tonight in Mr. Business is sixth, Sam. What do you want to see from Aston Martin in the next couple of seasons?
I want to see us improve. Whether it's P5 to P4, P4 to P3. Obviously, the end goal is going to be a championship, but as long as we keep taking steps forward, I know I've got the right drivers, so it's going to be interesting to see what we can do.
Track Racer enters the pits, 3:09 left in sprint qualifying.
Ashton's teammate about to... Oh, no, he's not. Peels into the pits.
We're ninth in the speed trap,
Someone who is starting up is Pete's amazing tech through
323.9
some.
kilometers per hour.
Once again, in P10 right now. Last of the current runners, as the McLaren will not be taking any more laps in this sprint qualifying. Uses a bit of the battery now. Take it flat out, sometimes drop a gear, but doesn't. Keep it tight. Now hit the brakes, down to gear 4, then down to gear 3. Keep it tidy. Another short shift, get a good exit, and then straight line the car up. Uses more battery.
All clear the garage
1 metre now,
please, cars
DRS.
ready to leave.
Through here. This is a good start to the lap. Whereas in comparison to others, 27.7 in the first sector. It's not terrible. It's not great. Smoother than there than we saw from Emil.
Ashton.
Only a tenth of. This is a good lap time. But can he keep it steady? He's using a lot of the tyres already, so can he keep the entire intact for the end of the lap? Coming into Cops. Got to commit. Keeps it on the track just nice and tidy. The back end stepped out a tiny bit. Through Maggots and Beckett's.
Big slide.
the car just starting to complain a bit. Did he use too much tyre at the start of the lap? Losing time in the middle sector. It's not going to challenge the Ferrari, but where can it put him?
Second off Ashton in the middle sector as well.
But that's roughly around everyone else, so he's still in the game.
Yeah. 1 minute 20 left in this session. Heck runs on a flying run. 60,000's down on his first run. Magnus Sheep and everyone else, Mr. Business, Joshua and Bottas, all on outlaps. Lukesy's on a
Peter's
flying
the
run
line.
himself.
Peter goes
Peter
P9.
goes 9th.
Not
That
the
is
last sector he
extremely
wanted.
disappointing. So we ride with Heckron as he comes towards Cobb's Corner, 7th gear, rising into 8th, but staying 8th, 286 kilometers an hour and dropping, but he manages to regain that speed. He might get a little bit of assistance, one of the kick sabers in front of him. That
Might get a bit
is
of dirty air though.
Magnus Sheep, yeah, Magnus Sheep
Moves
lets
out
him
the
go
way.
though. So here comes Heckron coming up towards that middle sector split, very wide coming out of Chapel. He's 29,000
Heckron's there,
second up
faster than
though.
anybody in the middle sector. Can go for
Fastest
Heckron, but
of
can he keep
everybody.
it in line?
He needs to find another second to get anywhere near provisional pole position. 30 seconds left and he's invalidated his lap.
30 seconds.
And that is it for Heckron. Still P3, it's not bad.
AMS on a flying run, Magnus Sheep getting ready to start his
Sauber's
Bottas
leaving
as
it
well.
very late.
They'll have at least 15 seconds, but AMS in the second Alpine looking to try and rescue maybe a shot pole position for the French Alpine, get past the deceptively placed McLaren in turn 4. Magnus Sheep's begun his lap. Joshua is just about going to make it to the line with 5 seconds to go. Lukesy's left the session. We'll hope he can rejoin.
Alpine's in
AMS
the
first
ballpark.
sector, 3.5 tenths up.
Front row for McLaren as it stands.
Theo goes into second, 6 tenths of a second improvement on his previous lap. AMS coming down through Woodcote now of turn 8, then towards turn 9 of Copse. Magnus Sheep first sector split, he's a 10th and a bit up. Bottas is 2 tenths up. Joshua coming up towards that first sector split. Mr. Business is 3 tenths up himself. It looks like everyone's improving, Sam.
Yeah, but as we've seen before, that Ferrari was really good in the second and last sector, so can they keep it together and challenge for pole?
AMS with a lovely run through the S section. What's it going to be? How much of an improvement is it? Nearly a whole
He's
second.
flying!
So AMS out of nowhere might just steal pole position from Ashton, and his
It's
ego
got to be on
move may
pole.
backfire. Magnus Sheep and Bottas both coming for the S's now. Bottas very wide. Bottas' lap is invalidated. Magnus Sheep's middle sector is 5 tenths up at his
Small
personal
lockup.
best. But here comes AMS towards the line. Is it enough for pole position for the sprint? The answer is yes! By
Pole
2
position for
tenths
the
of a
Alpine.
second.
What a
Bottas
lap.
is off. Magnus Sheep coming towards the line now. He'll want to
Can
be
Magnus Sheep
third.
do?
He wants to get onto the front of the second row. Can he do it? Third, and yes he can.
It's a great lap time.
Indeed it is. Mr. Business for you,
Where's
Sam,
Ashton
fourth.
Smith? Come on! Can he get the Ferrari on the second row?
No, he
No.
can't. He stays 7th. He stays 7th, but he did improve by 6 tenths. What a qualifying, Sam.
AMS on pole, wow.
Out of
I did
nowhere.
not see that coming.
And while we have been talking, Watford have taken a 3-1 lead against Sheffield Wednesday.
Wait, fuck off, no we haven't.
Yeah, you have.
Last
2
time I checked it was
penalties.
1-0.
Yeah, 2-1. 2-1, 3-1 since we've been on air.
What
2
a day.
penalties. Here's your qualifying order though. AMS out of nowhere on pole position by 2 tenths from Ashton, the Irishman, in second. Magnus Sheep and Mr. Business are on the second row for Kick Sauber and Aston Martin respectively. Theo and Heckron 5th and 6th. We'll look to see how Heckron can do in the race. Joshua in 7th for Ferrari. The only runner in the mediums, Bottas is 8th. Pizza Amazing 9th. Luxy rounded out the top 10 in 10th. For Mercedes Trap
And
Racer
can I just
11th.
say-
He didn't set a lap. The British Grand Prix is live and uninterrupted, and of course it is next.
Can I just say, Bournemouth 2, Man City 0.
I just saw that, yeah. I just saw that.
Wow.
Of course, Liverpool's still 1-0 down against Brighton, so we'll see what they can do.
Wow.
Crazy day of football. We'll have all the full times after we finish up, but now we are ready for the sprint race. Sam Rose, your prediction, who's going to take it?
Well, the Alpine with a stunning lap to put it on pole, but Ashton didn't get a second run, so we know his pace is still there, so hopefully it's a good scrap. That's all I want.
The Oscar on pole. That's the identity of our mysterious Codish Polishman.
Not a bad lap time at all.
We did say in the news on Thursday that his move to Alpine would have him challenging for wins. He has always been quick throughout this game's life cycle. It was not disputed during the early days of F1 24, but we are almost ready to go for a formation lap for the sprint.
No pit stops in the sprint race, so everyone's going to be aggressive. They're not going to do anything on strategy today.
But here is what the grid is starting on, and interestingly enough, 3 people have decided to start in the mediums, including both kick Saugers, including championship leader Bottas and second place Magnussen. They're both in the mediums, along with Theo on the mediums in the first McLaren on the grid. Track Racer's got away from the line very slowly, but Oscar is on pole position, and if he went on to win this sprint, that would certainly be an upset.
It would indeed, but if you can put it on pole, you can win the race.
The drivers have been given the option to go in whatever order they like. During the formation lap, the only rule is just don't collide with anyone. That is, of course, a ploy. Be able to warm your tires, do whatever you like. But so far, the grid is staying in single file order from qualifying.
Where's Jamboy? I'd like to rub this in his face right now.
This is actually mildly ironic because the Season 2 British Grand Prix had him slagging off your mother, so...
Yeah, and now it's Watford 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1, so... We move.
We move indeed. Pratt Racer is disconnected for the second time
Again,
this weekend.
It's not been his season. Needs a new
It
internet.
hasn't been at all. It needs an Ethernet cable.
Yep.
So for the sprint race, we are almost ready to go.
Can Oscar hang on?
Find out.
Ooh. Ferrari very eager to get on with it.
It is our second out of 3 sprints this season. We have one at the penultimate race in Brazil, which I will commentate on. I believe there has been a goal at Anfield, and it's an equaliser for Liverpool!
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the
20 minutes to go at Anfield.
Who scored?
I don't know yet, I'm just checking out. Paul Merson's ranting about it. I'll get it on the teleprompter when it comes up, but we are ready to go at the so for the sprint race. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. We're underway in the sprint. It looks like it's a good launch from Ashton. It's a fantastic launch from Ashton. And he has the whole shot coming down in towards turn 1. Oscar is second, Magnussen is third. But Ashton will try and defend into turn 3. Oscar up the inside, gets it done. It is a bit of chaos coming through turn 3. Ashton tries to retaliate. Contact mate. Ashton nearly goes around but stays in second position. Mr. Business with a great start. He's up to third and will try and challenge the Irishman for second position. Coming down towards Brooklands on the first lap. It wasn't the cleanest move from Oscar, but he has got it done. Ashton second. Lucy's already out of the British Grand Prix. Track Racers back in the race. Pizza Amazing. It's going alongside with Bottas for 8th position. But crucially, it's the perfect start for Oscar. Ashton will try to do what Lewis Hamilton did to Max Verstappen in 2021, just try not to take him out. He's too far back as they come towards Cobb's corner. He's got a great run as they come down towards Maggots. Beckett, Sam.
He got the better exit, but who can keep it back? Ashton will have the dirty air, but if he can stay close, he'll get another chance.
Of course, DRS will be enabled in the second lap, and it looks like he has got a good exit coming out of the end of Maggots and Beckett's. He's 3 tenths behind, coming down the hanger straight. Both drivers with similar levels of battery as they come up towards the corner. Too far back. Mr. Business in a very comfortable third position, but Magnussen is there. Magnussen sees his mistake and Magnussen flies past.
It's a long race.
It is a long race. Only 9 laps, of course, due to being a sprint, but anything can happen. Of course, as Sam said before we go on to the formation lap, everyone will be very racy. Possible race strategies, 0 stop.
Heckron's got wing damage, and he's holding up Emil.
We'll see if Bottas can get the move done. Of course, he needs that to sustain his championship challenge. But crucially at the front, Oscar leads from Ashton in second.
Ashton's going to have DRS now.
He will. And he is very, very close as they come down the Wellington Straight. How is Oscar going to defend this? He moves to the left-hand side of the track. He'll have the inside for Brooklands. Maybe not the best choice to have, though, because he can try and swoop around the outside. Ashton goes for the cutback, tries to go low, then goes high for Luffield, then goes low again, forcing Oscar to take all sorts of lines, but Oscar still holds on, coming through Woodcote, then down towards Cobbs. Can he get it done, Sam?
Well, he's got the slipstream.
2-1 Liverpool!
2-1 Liverpool. Oscar defending well. He's using a bit of the battery, but using too much. And so far, he's keeping Ashton at bay. But for how much longer? Because DRS is coming up once again.
Liverpool will be top of the league tonight if they get the job done. Mo Salah in 72 minutes gives the second place team in the league the chance to go top. But back to the sprint race here at Silverstone. Ashton within 2.5 tenths of Oscar, and this is his best chance all race. Oscar will defend the inside of Stoke Corner. Ashton has to go the long way round, can't get it done.
Don't count out Magnus Sheep in this race. He's got the longer lasting tyre, and he is right
Absolutely. And we all know Magnus Sheep has the longevity, he has the racecraft. If these two come together, he'll pick them right off. Lap 3 is 9.
Dropping back a bit.
Magnus Sheep sets the fastest lap as well. Damn, what a dramatic start.
Dramatic start indeed, but it's not over, and it's not going to be over until the checkered flag, because these two are really going for it.
But take 3 for Ashton as they head out of farm and then come on down towards the back straight.
DRS once again. Oscar defends.
And he's going to get it done before the corner, and he's going to swoop right around the outside. Lovely move from Ashton, but of course Oscar is still there. He needs a good run out of Luffield to try and challenge him through Woodcote and then Stowe. But it's not a good exit, and Ashton pulls away.
Still there though. He's going. If he keeps it tidy, he'll get DRS. Through Cox now.
Do.
Ashton has the all-important clean air though.
Quite a good run for Oscar through Cox is there, and he's going to be right on Ashton's gearbox coming through Maggots and Beckett's Vale and Chapel.
Emil has got past Hecron now. He's cleared the man with damage.
So in Oscar's first attempt to take the lead of the race, he's using both overtake and DRS, and he will spot the gap on the inside. Ashton has left the door open to the inside at Stowe Corner. Gets it done, contact made!
Contact damage for the front wing damage on the Ferrari.
A small end plate has been lost for Ashton. That won't affect him too much, you'd like to think.
Or will it?
He is the sort of driver that powers through such debilitating moments like this. This now allows Magnus Sheep to get into the battle. Look at Magnus Sheep!
And the Aston Martin.
Mr. Business out of nowhere.
Ferrari in real trouble now. He needs to find his feet again. He can't let the Alpine run away with this sprint.
Can't indeed. 6/10 the gap as they come down towards the Wellington straight. Ashton, of course, will still have DRS. There is a yellow flag. I'm not sure for what.
I think there was a small contact between the Williams, but it's gone now.
Ashton from 6/10 sees a gap of the inside. Lovely defending from Oscar. Has to get it done now. Contact made again.
And again.
The inside. Here comes Magnus Sheep. Magnus Sheep makes contact with Ashton, but hopefully and thankfully it doesn't end in a collision. Ashton once again very close. Oscar gives him room coming down towards Cobb's corner. This can't end well,
but it does.
Oscar with the switchback coming down towards Maggots and Beckett's. This can't end well. Oscar backs out of it and will have DRS just like he did last lap.
Ashton really struggling with the damage. You can see how wide he's going through every corner.
And there is 1/10 separating each driver between first and fifth. Theo is going to have quadruple DRS. 3 wide coming down to Stowe Corner. Magnus Sheep gets into second.
Unbelievable.
What a race. What a sprint.
What a sprint.
Up the inside goes Ashton.
Mr. MC around the outside.
Mr. Business gets it done. He's doing the business on Ashton, but he holds on.
Now, Oscar and Magnus Sheep checking out. The damage is clearly losing a lot of time for Ashton, and he's going to cost him this sprint win.
So Magnus Sheep, despite being on the medium compound tyre, has 5 laps left, or just about that distance, to try and get past Oscar, who's on the softs. He has DRS. Oscar checking out though, Sam.
Yeah, Oscar is checking out, but Magnus Sheep's got the DRS, and it's around Silverstone. I can tell you in a race, it's very hard to pull out the DRS.
Trying to pull the pin on the proverbial grenade, can't get it done just yet.
4-1 Watford!
And Track Race has gone off the track.
4-1 to the Mayo.
So on Silverstone's Day of Days and on TRL seasonally visits to the home of motorsport, once again this fantastic track is giving us a fantastic sprint race.
Bit wide from Oscar there. Magnus Sheep's going to get a good run. He's got DRS.
See if he can get it done from 5/10 back. Of course, he has much more ERS than the driver in front of him. Ashton within 7/10.
Oscar really
trying to get it done. So can Theo. Magnus Sheep can't get the move done into Stoke Corner as you might expect. Ashton hugging the inside line like his life depends on it. Mr. Business has a decent run coming out of Stoke Corner, looks to the inside into the final chicane, can't get it done.
Ashton is more bothered by the Aston Martin right now than catching Magnus Sheep or Oscar.
Lap 6 of 9 in the sprint race here in TRL, race 7 of season 4.
Emil just can't close up at the moment.
No.
He hasn't got the pace in this sprint race.
Unlike his teammates, who of course is on the same strategy as him.
I know he started lower down, but he really hasn't made a dent into the others.
So another chance for Magnus Sheep to get into the lead of the British Grand Prix. He does look like he's too far back coming down in towards Brooklands, and I was right, he doesn't go for anything. But it's all about trying to force a mistake out of Oscar, isn't it?
Yep, it always is. When you're the race leader, it's your race to lose. He's in control. He decides when to exit the corners, when to make the right choices in defending and not defending. And right now, he's doing everything right as he still leads from pole position.
He's had to fight for this win, and he is not getting it any easier, regardless of who's chasing him, whether it's Ashton or Magnus Sheep. And Magnus Sheep's had a brilliant run for the S's.
He has had a brilliant run through the S's, and he's going to get DRS, but it's a bit wide out of the final corner. So I think, depending on battery, Oscar has been saving up to defend. Magnus Sheep hasn't been using either though. Seems like we could have a last lap showdown here.
I do believe that if Magnus Sheep went into the toe of Oscar, he would have taken the lead around the outside, but Magnus Sheep is smart and just going for a reckless move. Mr. Business gets past Ashton, but he is sliding for the final chicane. Just about gets it done for the second
Gets it done.
Here comes Theo
on the outside.
McLaren. Ashton around the outside. Here comes Theo. The inside and the outside, of course, can't get it done. If he did, that would be career suicide. Would be race suicide.
Magnus Sheep. Look at Magnus Sheep. Look at Magnus Sheep.
0.2 of a second. Crazy race. Down the back straight yet again, coming down towards Brooklands. Magnus Sheep within 2.5 tenths of Oscar. Ashton gets into third once again. Mr. Business dives up the inside. This could be risky. Forces Ashton right out to the side of the track, and they nearly make contact because of Mr. Business' huge lack of oversteer.
All this is helping Magnus Sheep and Oscar. They've pretty much got the 1-2 checked out now.
Who's your money on, Sam?
I don't know. Oscar's been defending well, but I'm looking at Magnus battery. He's saving up for something. It's just when he uses that something, can Oscar keep him behind?
The safest option would be to go on the next lap, because of course the last lap move would be extremely risky, but
that's Magnus Sheep. That is Magnus Sheep.
Exactly, but he has got a good chance to take the lead here, coming right around the outside at Stoke Corner.
Surely not, defended well again. And now every lap the medium tyre becomes stronger than the soft tyre, and Magnus Sheep gets more of an advantage over Oscar.
Bottas has fallen down to 7th place as Strat Racer has got past him. His championship challenge has not got off to the best start this weekend at Silverstone. 2 laps to go in the capital of British Motorsports.
Be aware, these tyres need to
Yep,
get
and Magnus Sheep ever closer. He just needs to make the move stick now.
5 seconds.
You're just joining us, however you have been listening to us. What a race.
What a race.
Magnus Sheep is very, very close this time, coming down towards Brooklands, and he has used a bit of his battery. Oscar defends to the inside, so Magnus Sheep has to go the long way around into Brooklands.
Well defended.
He's going to force him right up to the edge of the track. Of course, Magnus Sheep has the inside for Luffield. Can he go force Oscar off? He does, and Magnus Sheep leads.
Now, what has Oscar got left in the tank? Let's try to fight back and regain the lead.
Battery pack as well, so Oscar might try something into Cop's corner. He does look like he's too far back, so he needs the perfect run through the S's and of course onto the back straight.
A bit tidy. Magnus Sheep not pulling away as he thought he might do. Oscar will have DRS, and I know Oscar, if he sees a move, he'll go for it.
And he has got a half decent run coming out of the S's, and he will use his DRS. Magnus Sheep isn't going to defend it too hard. On Oscar changes from the outside to the inside. This might be a risky move. He backs out of it.
Yeah, so he's going to save it for the last lap.
That might be the wise decision. Theo out of nowhere has completely closed the gap from 2 seconds to about 1.5. Of course, he was caught up in that battle between Mr. Business and Ashton.
Ashton has really fallen off a cliff.
Of course he has done.
Damage. We thought he could brave it out, but around this configuration of the circuit was not meant to be today.
Race, Magnus Sheep leads by just about 3 tenths from Oscar in second position in that Alpine. We said that Oscar joined this team to try and hunt for wins. It wouldn't be bad if he got a sprint race win here. has to get it done either here or coming down the
Surely he
straight.
waits. Or does he?
He does.
Yes, he does.
Very smart.
Very smart. But now he's got to keep it close. One mistake and Magna-Sheep wins the British Grand Prix sprint race.
It's almost like he's listening to us. In fact, he is listening to us. And look how close he is. They come
That's
down.
a mega exit. That's a mega exit. But does Magna-Sheep want to give him the position? He does. But they both hold off. They both lift the throttle. They do this too much, and the McLaren's back in the race.
I don't think it's going to take too much for Theo to get into this race again. Well,
You never know.
The front two know better.
Scrapping in the last lap, there could be contact.
So it is last chance saloon for Oscar, and it doesn't look like he's got the best exit coming out of the S's, nor is Magna-Sheep. So he has to lose 3.5 tenths. Both drivers using ERS, but the crucial advantage for Oscar is that he is DRS
Outside
to the inside at Cop's corner. Gets the move done. Can he hold it? Just about. Magna-Sheep wide. And now Magna-Sheep has one last chance. Can he send it up the inside? No. Which means Oscar is going to win the sprint race here at Silverstone for Alpine. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, from pole to a win. Oscar wins, Magna-Sheep second, Mr. Business third, and Ashton all of a sudden gets fourth with Theo fifth. What a race, Sam!
Say what you want about Oscar. That's one of the best drives I've seen from him. He started at the front. He may have not been the quickest car, but he managed it well. He defended when he needed to, and he got the job done. That's a great victory. Well done to him.
What a sprint! The drama of this league is always personified every week. Driver of the day goes to Magna-Sheep. Driver of the sprint, I should say.
But in my
Here
opinion,
is your order.
that's got to go to Oscar. That's my drive of the day. Brilliant drive.
Oscar from pole by 0.3 of a second from Magna-Sheep in second. Mr. Business in third, of Ashton in fourth. Theo finishing in a very good fifth position for McLaren. Bottas in sixth, with Track Racer going from 11th to 7th despite his internet problems. Joshua, the Belgian, finishing 8th for Ferrari. Hecker on 9th. Pizza Amazing was the last classified finisher in 10th for Luke. He retired due to internet issues at the end of qualifying. Still got a main race to go as well.
Yeah, boy, am I looking forward to this one if it's anything like the sprint.
Of course, another 18-minute qualifying session. Maybe it will be as dramatic as the sprint qualifying session.
And,
which of course
and a
was 12
sprint
minutes.
podium for me, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Let's see what will happen leading up towards the main race. What would you rate that last race out of 10, Sam?
Oh, that was pure entertainment, but with Silverstone, that's always the case.
There's a reason why F1's never left this track, really.
Yeah.
It's about the 1970s. Of course, it had its history at Aintree and Brands Hatch, but it has come back to the place where it belongs. We have movement at the end of the pit lane in this qualifying session, and it is going to be the Mercedes. Actually, no, it's just about going to be
Sheffield Wednesday pull one back.
We're going to run through the full times just before qualifying ends. It is 4:43 Greenwich Mean Time. Still haven't got the goal update that actually Sheffield Wednesday have equalised, so we'll see what happens.
They literally just got it. Oh, I guarantee this game ends 4-4.
Ekron is, of course, the first driver out on track, as he was before sprint qualifying.
Track's pretty empty
We
right
will
now.
have the full
Lots of
times
space.
in a couple of minutes, heading towards the last stages of today's Premier League, Championship and FA Cup fixtures. Of course, the FA Cup did start last night. Tamworth with an historic victory over Huddersfield Town of League One. Full time's on the way, but for now we're going to focus on qualifying. 16.5 minutes to go. Setting our grid for the main race, and there's a Ferrari going backwards. Ashton has been disqualified. Ashton will start from the back of the grid.
No, really? Oh, wow. Once again,
Ashton's ego just getting the better of him.
I don't think that's the smartest thing to do at the British Grand Prix.
No. Of course, it is a 26-lap race, but you might spend 20 laps languishing at the back. You never know.
I mean, look what happened to Bottas, so...
Okay, so remember that the way the car handles is all about weight
Manchester
transfer.
City have pulled a goal
When you
back.
brake,
Josko
the centre of
Vardiol
mass
has
moves
scored for the
forward. When you
champions.
accelerate,
It's
it moves
2-1
forward, and when you
at the
turn in,
Vitality
it's pushed to
Stadium.
the outside of the car. The more
Yeah,
load
I've
on
just
each
seen that
tyre
as well.
equals more grip. So make sure you're smooth with the controls to prevent the weight transfer from becoming too
Vardiol
violent.
has scored, which saves my FPL at least. Because
Come on,
Haaland's
you
banked.
ones, hang on.
Okay,
Still
engines
have
fired up,
very slow
we're set.
flow. I have 3 players tomorrow and 2 later on this evening. Anyway, Hecron on his first flying lap takes through Sam.
Hecron now on his first flying lap. Qualified P3 for the sprint. We know he's got pace, but he wasn't able to use it after getting damaged very early on. Coming through Copse Corner now. I need to set up my thing because I cannot see anything. There we go. Through Maggins and Bettits, a bit wide, trying to keep it neat. Ekron on his first lap, I've noticed, never likes to use the battery. Just lets it run down himself. Get the nose into the corner. Touch the apex, come through. Now, heavy on the brakes. Get the car turned in.
5-2 Watford.
5-2 Watford, who scored?
I'm not sure.
Yes!
Hecron to the line, 1 minute 27.0. Track race a 1 minute 26.433. And when he gets a proper qualifying run, he is electric. And
Oh
McLaren
my
on top of
god,
the time sheets.
Bio scored a hat trick. Oh no, I was just talking about how much I hated him.
Oh.
Yeah, I worked earlier, we were talking about how shit he was and how he's done that.
Next driver to come towards the line is Theo, who's going to start a flying run. Joshua coming up towards the line. Of course, his teammate did get disqualified. He invalidated his lap.
Yet to see that McLaren pace that we've seen this season so far here at Silverstone.
Of course, track race was quickest though, so you never know what's going to happen in the main race.
And 126
Of course,
that's a very competitive lap time. That
Oscar stole pole position for the sprint race and has set a purple first sector of a 27.564. He has all the experience, he holds all the cards, he knows what he's doing, and he is looking for a second pole position of the weekend.
now on board with Track Racer's teammate on the medium compound tyre. Never understand people who use mediums in their first run, but
Unless it's a Q1, which hasn't happened in years, I think, honestly.
whatever floats your boat.
Exactly.
Oh my god, Barry's going to get Team of the Week. I know that's not relevant, but I will buy that car.
So Oscar coming up towards Stoke Corner. Of course, we won the race just a couple of minutes ago in the sprint. Down towards the final chicane now.
Can he replicate what he did?
I hope for his sake he can.
Around the final corner, across the line.
Yes, it
It
is.
is enough. Tenth
And on his first run, and let's not forget, his biggest rival for one lap pace action has been disqualified. Track Racer is, of course, his next biggest challenge in second. That is a statement of intent.
Yeah. On board with Emil. He needs to have a better qualifying here because,
He's backed off his first run.
let's be realistic, it wasn't the best sprint qualifying and sprint combination for the Kick Sauber driver, and I believe the championship leader.
Well, Microchip coming up towards Stoke Corner now.
He is the championship leader, right?
He is, I believe.
Yeah.
I wasn't there last week, so I'm not sure. The current championship standings, at least in the Champions League, is very close. That's not up to date, but I'll say he is.
I think he still is.
Microchip to the line, goes into 5th position, 1 minute 27.402 on the medium tyres. Everton have equalised. That's what the VAR hopefully gets this out.
How my national league team doing? Barnet drawing 3-3 of exit.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Guys, I guess.
Tom Cleverley's going to think he's the best track in the world. Go down.
Apparently Erling Haaland's missed a sitter for Manchester City there.
Riding on board with the Sauber.
Nottingham Forest are 3rd in the Premier League as it stands.
They're a really good side.
Yeah.
I mean,
Never sleep on Nuno. Never sleep on Nuno. It's fantastic. He's fantastic. Imagine Forest going into the Champions League 2 seasons after
6-2-1. Bio scored 4.
Sam Rose is eating his words, but he's happy that he's eating them because Watford are obviously winning tonight.
Bio scored 4.
As it stands, Watford are up to 5th in the EFL Championship. Not safe in the playoffs at the moment, but pretty good stuff.
If we get top 6,
Still 33 games left, I think. Yeah,
make it so.
Anyway, we're going to come through with our full times in just a minute because we are at a lull period in the qualifying session into the final couple of minutes.
How's Bottas looking? Hasn't had the pace this weekend so far.
Yeah. 7 seconds up on his, I don't even want to say it was a personal best because it was a shocking...
That's still not entirely competitive. He's really been struggling this weekend.
But he would have lost a lot of time in the final sector as well, so we'll see what he's able to do. He'll find about another second, I would think, but even then,
it's not going to be pole.
It's not competitive. It definitely won't be pole, but it's going to be slightly representative. In fact, it's closer to pole than we think. He goes third.
P3.
Fair play.
Found time in the final sector.
Going to find time, but I didn't think it would be that much. Fair play.
Right,
Sauber's third and sixth, McLaren's second and seventh. This Constructors' Championship is really jumbled up at the moment. The big shots of this weekend so far, Alpine.
Runs, including Hecron and Josh, will take us through Hecron's lap.
Hecron on board now, currently sitting on the second row with a 1:27.0. Needs a 7/10 to get anywhere near his teammate. And all squirrely out the first corner. That's already going to ruin his first sector. Enables the DRS. Now you just wait and wait and wait. Find your reference, pick the braking. Down to 4th gear. Keep the car, make sure the car's always pointing in the right direction. As Martin Brundle says, if it's not going forward. Or something like that. I forgot what he said.
It probably goes backwards, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, coming up to Cops now. Hasn't been a great lap once again from the Alpine. Flick it right. If you've got the right setup, if you have the right confidence in the car, it should just flow. And especially through here, you need to get every corner right. Otherwise, you'll get no corner right. Get a good exit. The car looked a lot better through there than it did on previous laps. He's 2/10 off at the moment. It's not bad. Could be in a challenge for the second row, maybe P3.
There's a goal at the Vitality Stadium. We'll let you finish.
Coming to the end of his lap now. Spot the braking. Turn it in. Careful on the throttle. On the power. To the finish line. Stays P4.
7 minutes left. We're going to come through with our full times. Now, there wasn't a goal at the Vitality Stadium because Tim Sherwood is as blind as a bat.
Hecron being battered by his teammate this weekend.
Is it really all that surprising, though?
Ferrari on a lap, I think.
Joshua.
Joshua hasn't been towards the pace of his teammate this weekend, but will finish ahead of his teammate in qualifying no matter what he does now.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Never a bad thing to finish ahead of Ashton.
Full time at Anfield, Liverpool got the job done. Liverpool top of the Premier League because it's also full time at the Vitality. Manchester City have lost. The full times coming, I'd say, in a minute, because we should get them done for the final runs.
Yeah, we should do. Oh yeah, well before. We've got 7 minutes left to qualify. It's a shame. I would have liked to see what Ashton could have done against this Alpine, but Ashton
need a big recovery driving the race.
Yeah, but he's one of the best on the grid, so
absolutely.
Battery.
We need to talk about Mercedes this season. Throughout the history of TRL, they've been the most competitive.
Apart from season 1 tireless.
Yeah, ever since then to now, they have been contenders and champions. But this season, with Dean Con out of the league, just haven't been the same.
Right, full times, we're going to get them done starting off in the Premier League. Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 0. Bournemouth 2, Manchester City 1. Currently a pending game, Ipswich Town 1, Leicester City 0. Liverpool 2, Brighton 1. Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham United 0, latest score. Southampton 1, Everton 0, latest score. Wolves v Crystal Palace, the late kickoff. In the FA Cup, Barrow 0, Doncaster Rovers 1, latest score. Brackley Town 0, Braintree Town 0, latest score. Bradford 3, Aldershot 1, latest score. Bristol Rovers 1, Weston Supermare 1, latest score. Burton 1, Scarborough Athletic 0, latest score. Carlisle 0, Wigan 0, latest score. Of course, games in the FA Cup do go to extra time and penalties this season. There's no more replays in the FA Cup, which is absolutely bullshit, but we'll roll with it. Chesterfield 3, Horsham 1, that's a full time.
No! Exeter scored, fuck.
Crewe Alexandra 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 1, latest score. Exeter 4, Barnet 3, latest score. Gillingham 0, Blackpool 2, latest score. Grimsby 0, Wealdstone 1, full-time score. Hednesford 3, Gainsborough 3, latest score. Maidenhead 1, Crawley 1, latest score. Newport 2, Peterborough 4, full-time score. Port Vale 1, Barnsley 3, full-time. Reading 2, Fleetwood 0, also full-time. Rochdale 3, Bromley 4, latest score. Rotherham 1, Cheltenham 3, full-time. Rushden Olympic 0, Accrington Stanley 2, that is a latest score. Salford 2, Shrewsbury 1, latest score. A lot of games in the FA Cup, as you would imagine it's the first round. We still got 4 and a bit minutes to go, so we don't really have to pay attention to the F1. Southend 3, Charlton 3, latest score. Stevenage 1, Guiseley 1, latest score. Stockport County 1, Forestry Rovers 1, latest score. Swindon 1, Colchester 1, latest score. Tonbridge Angels 1, Harbour Town FC 4, latest score. Tranmere 1, Oldham 2, latest score. Walsall 2, Bolton Wanderers 1, latest score. Woking 0, Cambridge 1, Worthing 0, Morecambe 2, and Wickham 3, York City 2 are all latest scores. And we will go into the Championship. Cardiff 2, Norwich 1, latest score. Hull 1, Portsmouth 1, Leeds 3, Plymouth 0. Middlesbrough 0, Coventry City 3, latest score. Preston 1, Bristol City 3, latest score. QPR 0, Sunderland 0, latest score. And we saved the best until last. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Watford 6, latest score.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 27.4.
Woo!
Nicely done, Storm.
Thank you very much. And apparently, Bottas's force feedback wasn't even working for the entire sprint part of the weekend.
Well, he's turned it around now and he's only 3/10 off pole, and if he gets that right, he's someone you can definitely not count out for pole.
So who takes it? 3.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Will it be Oscar, who's on provisional pole position, track racing the McLaren, or Bottas, who's been without force feedback all weekend, now at the front of the second row? Maybe there might even be Hecron. You don't know with this league, you really don't know. Movement at the end of the pit lane, and it is going to be the Mercedes of Lucy who's coming out onto the track. Couple of runs going on right now, Pete's amazing, and Joshua. But apart from that, very quiet at the Silverstone Circuit. 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go.
Bottas, please check your DMs with Magnus Sheep immediately. Actually, you know the Big Brother theme?
Ferrari's off. Ferrari off and out.
Valtteri Bottas, please check your DMs with Magnus.
Hecron's going to be the first one to get a lap down here.
Oh yeah, he is, yeah.
Apart from the Mercedes.
Joshua has retired. Track Racer's disconnected. Track Racer at the worst possible time
Track
has
Racer,
disconnected.
and you're on the front row!
Damn's annoyed with that.
I'm annoyed at that. I wanted to fight for pole, and that's one less person in that fight. Has Hecron got the pace? He needs 7/10. It's a big ask.
1:45 to go in the qualifying session in Track Racer. Will not be going for pole position. His internet really the biggest problem he has at the moment, because he's got the pace to challenge for wins. Just his Ethernet cable is pretty bad. Or his lack of an Ethernet cable. So time to place your bets. Sam Rose, take us through Hecron's lap.
Getting ready to start the lap. Slowing down a bit, cooling the tyres, cooling the brakes. Line it up. Hecron, he showed promise in times today, but the car just a couple too many times out of shape.
Track Racer's back, but he won't have enough time.
And maybe he can get it done. Gear 7 this time round. Didn't do that last time. hit the brakes, get the car turned in, small lockup, but sometimes that's what these drivers like these days. Bring the car around, get on the power. Again, didn't look great in my opinion. Flick on the DRS. See where he is now, coming to the first sector time, a tenth and a half, even over a tenth and a half, away from pole position, as it stands. Nice wide line here. The line varies between driver to driver through that corner. Now, line it up nicely, prepare the car for Copse Corner.
Let's not forget, both Kick Cybers and Oscar are all on the track. Back to you, Sam.
Coming into Maggins and Beckett's now, Hecron, he needs a mighty middle sector. He needs a mighty final sector if he wants to put this anywhere near the front of the field.
Oscar improving by a tenth of a second in the first sector.
Hecron is not there. He is there. Hecron's found time in the middle sector. I'm not sure where that's come from.
But he's down his personal best.
He is down his personal best, so it must have all gone wrong in the last sector. Can Hecron put him in a shot to
down
qualify?
on his personal best. Bottas down by a tenth of a second. Oscar coming through Copse Corner, but we're going to focus on Hecron as he comes up towards the line. It would be absolutely incredible if he did. He
But he
stays
can't.
fourth.
Couldn't find the time in the end.
So can Oscar?
Oscar's from the Salvers.
Oscar's invalidated his lap.
But look at the Salvers working together. Magnusheep sacrificing his lap time.
Magnusheep will not cut the chicane and the SS section. So Magnusheep is going to get slipstream on his own run. We'll see if Bottas can do anything. Bottas has invalidated his lap all over to Magnusheep. He's 7/10 up!
Magnusheep!
So Magnusheep out of nowhere has set a purple middle sector. Bottas has sacrificed his lap for him. Can Magnusheep do it? He's got 3 corners to try and solidify
Smash the
pole
braking.
position for the British Grand Prix. Second gear for the first part of chicane. Rise up to third. Final corner. Is it enough for Magnusheep? Yes, it is! And the teamwork for
Sauber.
Kick Sauber plays off as Magnusheep is on pole.
Wow. What a lap time.
Magnusheep steals it at the last. And a theft that was coordinated by Kick Sauber has gone to perfection. They have stolen pole position from Alpine, and Magnusheep with his first little bit of revenge for the sprint race. What a qualifying, Sam.
What a qualifying and what a lap from Magnusheep. And now he's in the exact same position that Oscar was for the sprint. Can he hang on? Can he manage the tyres? And can he win the British Grand Prix back to back?
Here's a qualifying order, 52 thousandths of a second between Magnusheep and Oscar. 1 and 2 on the grid. Track Racer is third. He might have a great chance of winning this race if his internet holds up. Bottas is fourth. Theo fifth in the secondary McLaren. Hecron was sixth. He's got pace, but could only get it to sixth. Mr. Business in seventh after a decent sprint race for him. Joshua, Pizza Amazing, and Luxie round out the top 10. Ashton was disqualified. The British Grand Prix is live and uninterrupted. And of course, it is next.
It's all over at Hillsborough. What a 3-point that is. And Max Verstappen has received a 5-second penalty. And has been dropped down to P4 in the Brazil sprint.
Qualifying still to come in an hour's time, but we'll be well over by that time.
Did you hear that, Storm?
I did.
Wow. I don't even know what he did.
Off we go on the formation lap then for the British Grand Prix. Let's see what tyre compound the grid are starting on. He's even enough, to be fair,
A bit
Sam.
more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly
Front
now.
three all on the
Make sure you
mediums,
get some heat
Bottas on
into
the
brakes
softs,
as well.
interesting.
Going
Theo and
aggressive.
Hecker on the mediums. Mr. Business, Joshua, Pizza Amazing, Luxie all on the softs. Luxie spun, Ashton on the mediums.
I can see what Bottas is doing. He wants to try and make this a Sauber 1-2 so he can preserve Magnusheep's lead. That's tactical from the Kick Saubers.
Absolutely. Possible race strategies: if you're starting on the soft, you'll pit around lap 12. If you're starting on the mediums, around lap 13. Of course, you said so early on the broadcast, Sam, that tyre wear is so important around this track, especially in the race.
It's so important in this race, especially in the race. In the first stint, in the last stint, you've got to keep ahead of the driver. You've got to defend well, but you've got to keep the tyre intact. And if you don't, you're going to be punished later on in the Grand Prix. So drivers like Bottas, drivers like Mr. Businessman, MT, Joshua, all those soft tyres would like an early safety car in this race. Because that will help them manage that tyre all the way through.
I'm excited for this one.
I'm very excited for this one. I haven't felt this excitement while I've been racing, but going to a Grand Prix in a long time. Quite nice to be the one sitting back and behind the white.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
I'm ready to rock.
Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
So for the second time in this Grand Prix weekend, we are ready to go racing at Silverstone. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights for the main race. The lights are out and we are underway. It looks like it's a good start from Magnussen. Yet another poor start from Oscar. Bottas with a great launch. He's up to third. Track Racer and Theo racing each other for fourth and fifth. Track Racer goes around the outside of Bottas coming through turn number 1, but crucially Magnussen is in the lead. Oscar sends up the inside contact mate. Not the best move in the world from the winner of the sprint, but he has got it done. He leads the British Grand Prix.
Contact between the McLaren and the Sauber. Bottas and the McLaren going off the track, and they are both down into 10th and 11th.
Very, very, very dirty that move from Track Racer. Now that was not needed whatsoever, and Bottas's race has gone very badly in the opening couple of corners. But Oscar leads from Bottas's teammate in the kick side, Magnussen in second. Theo is third, Heckron fourth, Mr. Business fifth, Ashton sixth, and Joshua seventh. Ashton up from 11th to 6th in one lap.
Yeah. Magnussen, dummy player. He had Bottas to help him try and get this win. Now he's completely out of the game now. Magnussen, he's going to win this Grand Prix. He's going to do it all on his own.
Still 25 laps to find out whether Bottas can make his way up through the field, but Magnussen has it all to do, as is right. Theo has got a great exit coming out of Magnussen. Becketson might well challenge Magnussen coming down towards Stoke Corner. But crucially, Oscar leads. Magnussen once again saving his battery like he did in the sprint race. Of course, this race is quite a bit longer, 16 laps in fact.
No. Did you see that?
I did.
Alpine just had a bit of a bump. I wonder if we've got track limits.
DRS enable now coming on towards lap 2, of course. Oscar, as was expected, sets the pass as well.
And it's contact the back of the Williams, who's Nick was just hit the barrier. Williams not having a good weekend so far.
No. Of course, they only have one driver, but still, that doesn't compensate for anything.
Once again, Oscar leads the British away, just like he did in the sprint. Didn't take pole this time. And he is back out in front of his flying Magnussen. That was a fight in the sprint, and it's now a fight in the Grand Prix.
A bit of a lock-up for Oscar coming through Brooklands, but look how close the field is to each other, Sam.
And that could be the story all the way around. And by the way, Ashton up to P6 already.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the first lap. He had a great start.
And he's right in that fight, he's right in that train. Ashton still a contender for this race.
After his debacle of the qualifying session, which he drove backwards in his outlet for some strange reason, he's decided to go for the last first challenge, and it started quite well.
Magnussen tries to come alive, and he's going to have a chance in the Alpine.
And he will have DRS. He hasn't got the best run, but of course this race is still very long indeed. Look how close it is as Ashton flies past Mr. Business for P5. Magnussen slightly wide for his Stoke corner there.
These are the laps that are going to win you this British Grand Prix. Staying in the fight.
Contact made between Heckron and Theo. And Ashton moves up to 4th, and Heckron is nearly around. Ashton gaining 2 places in 2 corners.
And Track Racer, though, don't forget Track Racer just took the fast lap of the race, but still fighting with Heckron.
The medium runners first to 6th, the soft runners 7th to 11th. What a world we live in.
But it's so close. I think all the drivers from 9th all the way to 1st.
Sheep trying to go right around the outside of Oscar, coming into Brookwood. He has got it done.
2.8 seconds separating the top 9.
He can throw them, he can throw a blanket on them.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the weight
There's
of the car
Magaship,
ahead.
who wants to be leading out of
As soon as
line. He's
possible.
chasing down the Alpine to try and take the
He
lead.
hasn't had the worst run coming out of Luffield, but of course is too far back to attempt to move into Hobbs. 7th gear, of course, will rise into 8th. We're getting into Maggots and Beckett's up to 300 kilometers an hour. Look at left, then right, then left, then right again as you come on towards the back straight.
DRS and they all now.
Right run from Magaship, and it's almost inevitable that he will get the move done here. He has slowed coming down towards the corner. Can't hold it around the outside. Can he? No, he can't. But he will have the inside coming down towards the last couple of corners. But Magaship backs out of making the move. Looks he's picked up the first 3-second time penalty in the main race for multiple warnings due to track limits. He got that in the sprint race as well. His weekend has not been very good at all. Look how close the top 6 are.
1.9 seconds.
It's almost like a big trolley train. The trolley train really doesn't exist because everyone's running the same amount of pace. Here comes Magaship.
Flies by.
Apologies for my absence, but Magaship's in the lead of the British Grand Prix, Sam.
Yeah, Magaship holding on to the lead now. He's the lead. Managing the tires. He's the one managing what the rest of the field does as the Ferrari picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Ashton getting past Theo as well. Ashton's rise from 11th to 3rd in 4 laps has been absolutely brilliant. Do you think he's the favourite to win this?
Well, you can't count him out. You can't say he's not the favourite, but I also know right on top of their game at the moment. So this could be a 3-race scrap for victory here in Silverstone.
A 5 off 26. Magaship
Goes wide.
does. Magaship from Oscar, then from Ashton. Look how close the front three are. Ashton could be leading coming down towards Brooklands because he's got an absolutely fantastic run on Oscar. Both drivers going to the inside. Ashton backs out as Oscar dives up the inside and takes the lead.
Great racing between all three. Very sensible.
Ashton had to be sensible though because he might get a good run coming out of Luffield. He doesn't, but I think he'll be more than content to just stick behind the front two.
P3 right there, 5 laps. Badly for himself, he's made contact with the Alpine. And now the crown is through.
Yeah, we were praising him for his great race car just a couple of seconds, but that could have ended very gnarly indeed.
He's lucky
How
not to
much
have
is closed up?
damage.
Again.
Look how
Once
close
again,
everyone
Ashton
is.
will have a chance to get into the lead of the race. Strat Racer has got double DRS from both Ashton and Oscar. Oscar will
wants
dive
it?
to the inside, take the lead of the race. Magaship tries to hold it around the outside, but he can't do anything. Contact between Strat Racer and Ashton. Strat Racer dives up the inside. Can't hold it though.
Oh, I saw a template fly off there. Someone's got damage in that back. Bottas up to P7. He's found a bit of pace now. Once again, that's been McLaren's in the season. Their aggression. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. Oscar leads the way.
Damn, what a race.
The race has been so far. Well, 20 laps to go.
This is what the sprint could have been as well, because even in this main race, the front nine are separated by 3 seconds.
Heckle's very wide.
Very aggressive, he tried to very aggressive move, which is heck of a low, but still.
Heckle, despite maybe his aggression.
Magnuship with a very poor run coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. Ashton can't capitalise though. Look how much Magnuship's gaining on Oscar. Magnuship has got the real incentive to go around the outside but can't get the move stuck. Ashton looks to the inside, won't get past Magnuship, but Track Racer trying to go the long way around the outside. Hecker trying to go underneath Track Racer through the final corner. Sees a gap up the inside, backs out of it because he would have never made contact. Bottas up to 6th, let's not forget.
P6. He's gaining on that sub-compound. So, alright, it's a big moment. Catches the car nicely. Line up and he'll stay in that DRS train and just back behind the other cars.
Magnuship within 3.5 tenths of our race leader. Oski got very close in the last stop coming up towards Stoke Corner. Gets close enough coming down into Brooklands, but too far back to attempt to move.
Can't see anyone pulling a gap this race. Everything's going to happen.
Sam, whose shoes would you rather be in at the moment? Out of anyone?
I mean, Oscar leading the race is never a bad thing, but the pace Ashton has, and watching the two in front of Bubble, I think he's probably in the best position right now.
Magnuship will have yet another chance to get past Oscar. So will Ashton though, and Ashton's very close, and Ashton will of course have the benefit of double slipstream. Both drivers trying to go to the outside. Ashton can't do anything, he was boxed in. Magnuship sails around the outside though, and Magnuship just about takes the lead as Ashton nearly goes spinning off into the grass. And then Oscar hangs it around the outside because that's just what Oscar does. You cannot call this race.
These three, don't forget the McLaren, don't forget him. They're all still in the scrap. I'm sure Bottas will be back in it soon enough as well.
Ashton right at the inside of Magnuship, a very audacious move from the Irishman against the Finnish phenom. Yellow flag for Luxie. Luxie's spun the front straight. I'm not sure how that's even physically possible, but we're not going to question it. Magnuship within 1/10 of Oscar, but yet again can't get it done. Oscar's making that car as wide as a bus. He's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't he?
Yes, his defending today has been on point. He's my driver today on the sprint, and he's now the Grand Prix today.
Magnuship trying to go right around the outside of Oscar coming into Stoke Corner yet again. Either he's waiting, he's genuinely trying to get it done. What do you think it is, Sam?
That play of the Grand Prix, if he takes that lead, he's only going to feel that lead more pressure. But it would be nice to get that lead, to have a buffer from Ashton, because right now he seems to be the fastest man on the track. I think there's an end play coming in the background.
Bottas and Heckle.
Damage on the front wing of the kickstart.
Yeah, Bottas's end plate flew off there. I just saw it go by as I went onto his onboard.
Flipped into the ground.
Lap 9 of 26, still no.
He's forward checking out now.
I don't think the field would have been able to sustain that pace for 26 laps. Especially with pit stops. Look how close Magnuship gets though. He right over going through a lot.
Magnuship knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
You have to trust him in these situations.
Just needs to pick the right moment.
Magnuship won't go willingly into a suicide move. He's smart. He is one of the smartest drivers in the world.
He's won the World Championship as well. He's a multiple race winner. Still rides at one of the top teams in Zero.
Any team can be a top team, you just need a top driver. Here comes Magnuship, and he should get get very close. Will he get it done? No, he won't. How is Oscar holding? I have no idea.
Doesn't matter where you are from lap 1 to lap 25, it's where you lap finish lap 26.
Hecron and Bottas has piss. I thought he had a crash or some sort of an incident. But he has piss.
Will he change that quick? That's a big question.
That's an early stop. It is probably Jang to that point. He needs probably VSC or safety car here. Yeah, he does change it, yeah. Back to the battle at the front though. Magnussen is at his closest he's been for quite a while coming down this straight, but yet again he can't get it done.
Seems to be some really good straight line speed on set on that. Because Magnussen follows so well through the corners, but as soon as they hit the acceleration, the Alpine seems to have that edge over the Sauber. And Ashton and McLaren just waiting behind. So we haven't talked about a lot of this race. Is there?
No. He's kind of just waiting in the wings. I wouldn't say he'd be one of the odds-on favourites to take it, but if the car's falling his way, you never know.
Right so far.
He has. It seems like take 100 from Magnussen. He gets very close. He does get it done for just a momentary second, but yet again, Oscar on the exit.
Ashton just flew into the back of the saddle.
And oh my word, Ashton up the inside, contact twice! And he's very lucky that didn't result in any damage. Ashton flew into it.
Is he starting to get a bit impatient?
Mr. Business Pits.
11 laps of a waiting game. These drivers, they want the move done. And Ashton is very, very loose on the brakes. He wants to get that done. He wants to be in P2. It's so important that the whole of the British Grand Prix are in P1, and Ashton knows that.
Yeah. Because Ashton can clock out if he's in P1. He probably has the pace to do it. If he's in P2, he dictates how Oscar drives. As bizarre as that sounds, there is a stage whenever you're in front for so long that you do get worried by who's behind you.
As I said in the sprint, it's near impossible, but the drivers you have around you bring the DRS and so on.
I never thought I'd see a four-way battle for the British Grand Prix, but here comes Ashton trying to make a move into Baggett stuff, good for Christ's sake.
Contact seems inevitable that one of these four will go flying to that.
And Ashton with a huge kick of oversteer coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. He has got a great run though, due to the fact that he's got double slipstream. Magnussen will go to the outside, but does seem too far back on this attempt. He does.
I wonder how comfortable Oscar is.
Yeah.
He's got drivers within tenths of him, but he seems so comfortable.
Ashton up the inside!
inside.
And that was a very good move compared
Now
to
it's
last
game
lap.
on. Ashton, what pace have you got now? Can he challenge for the lead?
Magnussen caught napping as well. Magnussen was asleep.
This is the big test for Oscar now. Can he keep Ashton behind? Ashton, we know, is fastest or second fastest at Oscar this weekend. He's his biggest challenger. Can he get past the Alpine?
Can he keep a fiery Irishman behind him? That is the question for the pole. On to the Wellington straight. And maybe for the first time in this race, Oscar feels true fear. He defends the inside and goes right back out to the outside. Small lock-up coming into Brooklands as well.
That seems to be Oscar's trait though. I haven't seen him not do that once. So he knows what he's doing. He's got it under control. He takes a wide line through there, gets a better exit. Ashton now got the run going into Gops.
He's actually at quite a poor exit as well. Oscar gained about a 10th and a half from there. Maybe even more. But Ashton with a very aggressive line for Cops. Lovely line for him.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button.
So this is his first big test. If he gets a great run out of Maggots and Beckett's, what's the chance to say he doesn't bypass Sam? He's got a fantastic exit. He's got an absolutely brilliant exit.
This has got to be the lead of the British Grand.
Ashton to the outside, and there's nothing that Oscar can do, and Ashton from third to first in one lap, and the Irishman leads. Magnussen forced wide. Magnussen off the track.
Magnussen off.
Magnussen down to fourth.
The barrier.
And Ashton can now clock out.
Can Ashton check out? That's the question. We know he's got the pace. Can the Alpine do anything?
He's got 5 tenths already. He's got 5 tenths already.
We're going to box this lap and push hard.
If Oscar's got any pace left in the bucket, he needs to unleash it now.
Absolutely incredible, my friend.
What's the gap going to come? Oh, Ashton goes wide. And that's allowed Oscar to cut back in just a tiny bit. The gap's 4/10 of a second. They get on the power, it's half a second now. That's not bad, it's not terrible. The Alpine is still there.
So for the first time in a long time, Oscar isn't leading the race coming into Brooklands. He gets within 1/10 though, as this four-way fight's gone down to a three-way fight for the foreseeable future. Magnesheep has to get back within the DRS train as Mr. Business gets a 3-second time penalty. A stark different race compared to a sprint, Sam.
Magnesheep might have to consider the undercut now just to get back into that fight.
We're at the halfway stage of this race anyway, so it might not be the worst option in the world.
Bottas and the Ferrari are fighting. Bottas, watch Bottas and Joshua. They come close to contact.
I think they did touch as well. Look how far he's forcing him out to the other side of the track as Joshua backs out. Oscar's got a great run coming out of Magnussen Beckett. He's 4/10 back. Can he get the move done, Sam?
Or track race is going to have a go on the Alpine.
He's got very close.
Speed limit line as you approach.
He goes to the inside. He sends it up the inside. Nearly makes contact and nearly spins out himself. Ashton pits, and then he doesn't.
Here's a Kimi Räikkönen in US.
Wow.
That was risky. And
Magnesheep
that's the right track
pits.
limit
So
for me.
Sam Magnesheep pits as well.
And that's what I was saying. He's got to make the
Yeah.
undercut now.
This has to be perfect from Kick Sauber.
And this outlap has to be perfect as well.
So Ashton playing the ultimate dummy move of pitting then not pitting. That is very dangerous. Track Racer sends it up the inside, but can't get the move done.
Smashes the sausage curve in as well.
Perfect
Magnesheep
job
goes onto the
leading
hards till the end of the race.
The squabbling's letting Ashton check out. They cannot afford to let Ashton do that. And that hard tyre won't be good for an outlap, so...
I thought Track Racer would be smarter than that as well.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Also win this Grand Prix, can't fight forward to fight the car head too hard.
Halfway through this race, Sam, it's been absolutely incredible.
And yet we still have no idea who's going to win it.
That's the best thing about it.
We have to say right now, Ashton has the cards in his pocket. Can he play the right ones at the right time?
Just in case you're getting ready to watch the qualifying session in around half an hour's time, there's torrential rain in Sao Paulo at the moment. There's no guarantee it'll even go ahead. Oscar
What
once
are your
again
thoughts
getting
on that
close.
Lando match, shall we? Think Lando's going to say?
I don't think so.
Oh, Max
What's all? Ashton's pulled the dummy move, but Oscar's reacted too late, or potentially he planned to pit this lap.
Well, now this outlap is massive.
Absolutely.
If he wants to retake the British Grand Prix, he's got to throw everything at it.
The question is, does he rejoin in front of Magnesheep?
Well, Magnesheep, he's not spending time in Scream Alive.
This is the longest pit lane in Formula 1, let's not forget.
See what Magnesheep can do.
Alpine double stack. Ekron didn't lose much time. Crucially though, Oscar on the softs. And he will rejoin out in front of Magnesheep by quite a bit.
Actually, Magnesheep must have had another moment on his outlap. I refuse to believe that's just a natural loss of time.
Because he's lost about 3 seconds, I want to
Yeah,
say.
that's not normal.
Yeah, he's lost 3 seconds.
And also going aggressive on the soft side. Wow. That is good. That could come back to bite him at the end of the Grand Prix.
So what can Track Racer do? Because of course Track Racer and Oscar came together nearly.
Well,
They
we're talking
lost
about
time.
track race in this whole race. He's right with the Ferrari. He's got the
Yeah,
pace.
if he mirrors Ashton's strategy, there's no saying he doesn't get in front of him.
He's impressed me the most. We've talked about Ashton. We've talked about Magnesheep. We've talked about Oscar. But Track Racer,
Yeah,
got just a good
no,
chance as anyone.
we rightfully haven't paid attention to Track Racer. I'm actually quite annoyed about that.
And he might
Here he
have
comes,
run
he's
it.
easing overtake, and he's going to take the lead of the race.
Right. Wow!
Absolutely incredible from the McLaren driver, but Ashton
goes
gets him
wide.
right back. Do they both piss?
No!
Ashton does.
Track Racer could lose a heap of time here.
To be fair though, if Track Racer pit, he would have done something really badly to Ashton. So it's going to be a McLaren 1-2.
Can Track Racer, does he consider going long now? And come back at the end of the race? Or does he pit this
If
lap?
he pits now, he's got 10 laps on the softs. So will Oscar jump Ashton? It's going to be very close because they're both in the softs. Magnesheep might have made a huge mistake by going on the hards here. You never know though.
Let's see. This is massive for this Grand Prix.
It's
Who's
going to be
come
very
out ahead?
close. It's going to be very close.
Oscar down the pitch lane. Oscar's going to be clear, I think.
Yeah,
Coming
just about.
through.
Okay,
Oscar,
Just about.
back in front of the Ferrari.
And that is so important. Ashton's lost about 2 seconds. He has.
But I can tell you, Oscar has been pushing the life out of those tires in this lap. That's going to come back to bite him.
Let's not forget though, Ashton's tyres are cold as well, and he's going to be pushing as well to try and get to the back of that Alpine. So it's a McLaren 1-2, and currently Strat Racer has 22 seconds just in and around over Oscar. He's got 22.5 seconds. We're going to see that gap falls rapidly on this lap. McLaren have the chance to double stack as well.
Hecron, there's a big fight going on in the midfield at the moment. The Ferrari, Hecron and Enel.
For 6th position in those crucial 8 championship points. Bottas needs them the most out of anyone.
Strat Racer then leading the way. He's shooting. He's going to stop this lap.
If he didn't, I'd be very surprised. He does pit. Do McLaren double stack.
Get the speed of the stuff.
McLaren do not double stack.
He does speed! No!
Oh, wow.
That was such a silly thing to do when you're doing so well in the British Grand Prix.
And he's thrown it away now.
And that, unless he gets a safety car, is the race victory thrown away.
He's on the softs. He's at a poor stop as well. I think he's shutting it down in Brazil at the moment. God, getting absolutely soaked. Both Ashton and Oscar get past. It's just between these two now, 10 laps to go.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by...
Not even Magnussen gets past. Magnussen's completely fallen off the cliff here.
He made the whole tyre, wasn't the tyre.
He made the wrong strategy call. He's completely thrown it away.
Oscar now. He's got a new pace now, Oscar. He's not under threat in DRS. He can manage that gap. He's got a chance. We know how deadly Ashton can be when he gets his chance, and he won't have any pressure behind. It really is getting on there. Of course, we get a safety. Theo is going to lead the Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
They use it into the ground tires.
Would Theo have the gap, obviously, because he wouldn't have the gap to pit from back front, so... Lap 17 and 26 and all has gone very badly wrong for McLaren.
Ferrari
Theo hits now.
The Alpine is now.
Theo doesn't speed.
Ashton gaining, but gaining slowly.
This is going to be a very dramatic battle. 1.3 seconds, of course, not DRS range yet, but the Irishman is going to do everything in his power to try
This is
and win
now,
this race.
who's got the tyre left? Who's got the pace left? Who wants it more? Ashton sets the fastest lap. 1:28.0, that's competitive. That's closing on the Alpine. He'll have DRS at the end of this lap.
It'll be very close. He might even have DRS by the detection point. He will have DRS!
Ashton flying on the race.
This might be Ashton's race to lose.
You know how good Oscar is at defending. He's shown it all weekend. And he's got to do it for roughly 8 more laps.
Can he do it, Sam? Can he do it? Can he do the impossible? I don't think he can. Yellow flag. Luxie's been spinning around the
Look at
track
Ashton
all
though. It's
race.
his tyres on a different planet.
There's only a lap's difference. There's only a lap's difference as well. They will have to deal with lap traffic here. Luxie's going to get out of the way. Luxie's been absolutely
Someone's
abysmal.
come off ahead of you. There's a yellow
He's
flag
popped in
ahead.
the apex of the S section as well.
Okay,
And track race is held up by him as well.
Yeah, Ferrari's going to breeze box it because he's going to make her exit. He's only 10th up.
It's closer than we thought, but Ashton to the outside. Ashton leads the British Grand Prix. There's nothing that Oscar can do there whatsoever.
Ashton is second faster than Hecron.
Absolutely.
I mean, not Hecron, Oscar. It's looking good as a yellow flag, and that's still not Mercedes.
Retired at this point. There's no point continuing. You're just a danger to yourself and others. 1:27.2.
Different plan.
He's 1.6 seconds clear of Oscar. That was
Now is the question, has Oscar been saving the tyres? Can he do anything? We've seen Oscar go behind Ashton in this race before and fight back, so we don't know how much of that tyre Ashton's used getting by. Oscar gets a better run, this is what I'm saying, this isn't over. Oscar looks for a move down the inside, and does go down the inside.
What a brilliant move that was, and Ashton has nothing to retaliate against it. He has to go right around the outside, almost about takes the MotoGP long lap penalty, but because of the wide line he took, he's got a fantastic exit. He's within 3/10 coming down through Woodcote, and he'll be very close coming towards Cobbs.
be photo finish. Lucy does retire.
Ashton will want to try and get the loop that he did in the last stop, and he's got yet another fantastic exit through Maggots and Beckett's. He has the slipstream, he has the DRS, he goes to the outside. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than the last lap, and Oscar is holding on. Oscar to the inside. They go side by side going down in towards the chicane, but just about done. Ashton just about gets it done.
Oh, Oscar's a massive one, and that's going to lose him time, and that could win Ashton the Grand Prix.
6 tenthsman as well. Scintillating stuff. A huge crash!
Right, drop your speed down, Delta's too low.
VSC at Cup's corner. Hecron's gone off. Hecron's been involved in a huge incident with Bottas and Mr. Business, it looks like. And that completely stops the race.
Well, whose hands is it playing to?
And the terrorist strikes again. I hate calling him that, but
It's important now that Oscar stays as close as he can without overdoing the delta. You get this wrong,
he does that
with experience. You get this wrong, it can cost you the race.
Absolutely.
Got to stay close to that Ferrari. The track racer finally done.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get
Go racing again, and the gap's 8 tenths, and that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
You got it over.
Okay, clear.
And now this could be a slam dunk crash.
If he stays within DRS, it might not be though.
To be fair, he has
He's
to
throwing everything for the S's.
8 tenths. It's not going to get him past, it's going to get him closer.
Not going to be enough though. He has to stay at least within 5 tenths completely all the time.
Can he hang on to us?
He'll go within 5 tenths now, but
There's
it's a
another
huge
big
kick of
slide.
oversteer in the exit.
No, the car really starting to complain now. How's he overdone it with the tyres? We talked about him being the first to pit onto the soft and push them to try and get the lead.
Trout race is back. Trout race is disconnected. I didn't notice that.
He did. This is wow.
Trout race is raced. Very, very sad. He could have won this and he serves his 10-second time penalty, but he's going to be well done.
8 tenths back.
He's actually got a half decent run here. If he stays with DRS, anything can happen, but I do feel this one's going to go.
Ashton. Oscar influence ahead. You never know, you never know. See, not many Ashton check out like we thought he might. But these two are really going for it. Ashton if Oscar gets around here,
You never know.
gets a good exit. Maybe again.
He's got a brilliant exit out of the S.
Oscar.
Oscar's found some pace.
Every time I think Oscar's can't impress me anymore, he does.
Yeah, he's
had a
actually
mega
been
weekend,
He's been
and-
brilliant. He's been brilliant.
Now he's chasing the British Grand Prix.
Can he do it?
I mean, we've always bagged Ashton as the favourite.
Yeah. Action would have gone from 11 to the first two. But he's got a real challenge in his hands. Imagine if Oscar takes this. Wouldn't that be the story of this?
I think that would be the
Okay, gap
weekend.
to the car ahead. 1.6 seconds.
TRL history.
I mean, they're defending in the sprint, the pole position in the sprint, and then to catch Ashton and win the race, that would be some race. That would be some weekend. And he's kept it close again. Ashton,
Even better than Abu Dhabi season 1.
nothing comes close to that.
Or Monaco this season.
No, but seriously, this has been some drive for Oscar. But he's still got one more to make.
30 better than once a season too. You can put £10 on anyone in that top 2 to take it.
I want to say Oscar, just because of how incredible the story
He's
has
had
been.
an absolutely fantastic lap.
How he's doing at the
He's got
moment.
more battery, he's got just about more battery.
We know how good Ashton is, and Oscar's right there, and he's going to have a run.
He has got a great run, but I don't think he's going to get it done. I say that, and he's closing very quickly.
He's
He's
going
going to go to the inside. He dives up the inside. Oscar leads.
How has he done this?
Oscar out of nowhere! The British weren't going to like an Irishman winning on their turf, and he's stopping that from happening! 4 laps left!
I mean, when Ashton was chasing him down, he was seconds faster. And the pace has just completely flipped.
How has he found the confidence? How has he found the speed? I don't know.
Ashton, not letting him go. This is going to be a fight to the line.
Oh my word. Here comes Ashton. He'll have another chance coming down in towards Brooklands, but that straight line speed of the Alpine is so overpowered.
Look at him go. Ashton taking a line to line, coming in. Bit of lag.
Notice that, yeah.
What a great exit. He's been in the right place at all the right times there.
And he's going to steal it, as it stands.
If he wins this Grand Prix,
Top 5 TRL drives in history.
he's still got to go to do this. Still got to keep an eye on it.
We'll go 5 races left this season as well, so we can challenge for plenty more wins. Ashton is getting very close, 3/10 and dropping. He's too far back to do anything into Stoke Corner. And he's going to hold on for an overlap at least.
Oscar, we know how good Oscar is in the defending. He's got the battery, he's got the tyres. Ashton could find himself running out of options soon. I don't know how much left he drives. I know, but clearly neither does Oscar.
Mr. Business and Bottas battling for P6. Mr. Business getting it done. Mr. Business has sort of revived his race in the last couple of months.
3.2 seconds.
But he's made some changes this weekend, so I knew he wasn't going to be the track lead.
Not a good exit at all for Ashton. He looked like he was going to have an absolute... He was going to have a barnstorm over an exit. He still got very close, but once again, Oscar is just making that car too big for him. And Ashton yet again struggling. Maybe Ashton's playing the long game. It will be a very short look. But is he going to make it work?
Well, no, he said that about Magna Sheep, and he never got it actually done.
No. He did get the move, but of course, Oscar came right back at him.
We don't really get dirty air in F1 as much as we should. That's how the Ferrari, as you can see, hasn't moved any. Gonna get around here, and it's good. This is going to be a very good chance.
Nothing Oscar can do. Ashton retakes the lead of the British Grand Prix, but all Oscar has to do is stay within at least 5/10
Now,
of a
the
second.
question is, has Oscar got enough tyre to do it one last time? If he gets past one more time, I think that's the British.
They've got the same amount of battery as well. It's going to be a huge slide.
2 laps to go. The gap now half a second. Oscar needs to lock in now.
He's kept it within a decent gap though.
Yeah, he has. I mean, the Ferrari are actually struggling. There's no doubt about it.
More lock-up coming through farm, and then towards the loop.
And a good exit, 2 laps. This is massive now. These are the laps that are going to win the
oversteer.
Gets the DRS. You're not going to go for it down there. There's no point.
No point. But he's close.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange...
Maybe he'll wait until the last lap. Who knows?
Very similar battery.
Bad data, so keep doing what you're doing.
Both saving it for a massive lap.
Genuine problems.
Who wants it more, Sam? Travis has got another penalty.
And we know the talent of both these two.
Amazing exit for Oscar through Scott's corner there.
This could be the move that wins in the British Grand Prix.
Oh, I thought Ashton went really wide there on my screen.
Ashton's all over the place with the internet. Go to Track Racer's house. He's now got the slipstream 3/10 back. Is it enough?
Track race is completely gone now.
Is it enough? No.
Yes,
So if he's
will
going to
go
do
the
it,
final lap.
he's going to go to the final lap.
So an absolutely enthralling British Grand Prix sees its conclusion on lap 26 of lap 26, and it's going to be a two-way fight between the Irishman and the Polishman. Who is your money on, Sam Rose?
No idea. 26 laps later, and we still have here who's going to win this British Grand
Silverstone.
Prix.
What an absolutely incredible race, and it will all be decided within the next 90 seconds. Who is going to get the DRS? No DRS chicken being played, which is interesting. You would like to think Ashley would like that psychological advantage, but he thinks he can hold on coming out of the loop for time.
Theo will have a smile on his face right now if these two get to.
He would.
These two make contact. Because they are really going for it. And to be fair, the racing all day has been clean, but on the last lap, you never know how things can change up.
Ashton, once again, his lag is really throwing me off because I keep thinking he's going wide. He is keeping it just on the right
We know the straight line speed of the Alpine.
Yeah, and he's got a great run for the Woodcote as well.
But he doesn't want the position now, and Ashton's trying to give him the position now.
Will they play DRS chicken here, coming on towards the
Surely
final
not.
stretch?
Ashton! He's not going to give it. He's not going to play DRS chicken. This is it.
So it is a last chance saloon for the Polishman, or else an Irishman's going to win on British soil. Oscar has to get the run. Can he do it like he did in the sprint race against Magnesheep? He looks like he's too far behind, but can he do it?
Gaining.
He's going to run on the outside for all the marbles to the inside, drops down low. Oh, he spun! He's nearly spun, but an Irishman is going to win on British soil, and it's his time, and Ashton has done it. He wins the British Grand Prix and punches his ticket into the championship fight. What a race, Sam Rose!
That is TRL.
Wow!
Its finest. Wow.
One of the greatest TRL races of all time. And what a race it was.
Wow. Just these two in a different level.
One of the finest displays of racing you will ever see in your entire life. And who said league racing was worse than real life F1?
I mean, I don't think you'll be seeing that tomorrow.
No. The Irishman's done it on British soil. That won't go down well with the locals. But the island of Ireland is rejoicing right now because this is a bigger win than the War of Independence. This is a bigger win than 1949. Wow.
The British Grand Prix.
Imagine if that were a championship decider. Ashton gets driver of the day, and rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
What a weekend. Final order, of course, there will probably be penalties to be dished out for both sprint and feature races. Ashton, oh, that's not going to be popular. That's not a popular move at all. We'll have the podium celebration in just a moment, but bringing the Irish flag onto a British podium probably isn't the best thing to do. Away goes the champagne. Here's your race order. Absolutely incredible. 39 minutes, 30 seconds and 0.2 of a second sees Ashton take the win at the British Grand Prix. And how did he do it? Oscar in second, Theo rounds out the podium, for McLaren in third, Magnesheep and Bottas fourth and fifth, Mr. Business was sixth, Joshua seventh, Hecker on eighth, Pizza Amazing ninth, Trout Racer was a lap down in 10th, Luciar only retirement in 11th. Sam Rose. Wow.
Two drivers in the prime of their form, giving it absolutely everything, and I want to see that every week now.
Absolutely. Well, we will have our interviews. I'm going to save that race